Hey everybody, and welcome to Namco Mania, a new kind of thing in my channel. Basically, we're going to be playing 40 Namco games in the span of 4 videos, I think. We'll be fine. Yeah, 4 videos are fine. And basically, we're just going to be playing all of their, not all of, but a good amount of their arcade games. And obviously, what better way than to start with Galaxian, their clone of Space Invaders. I like Galaxian though, guys. I like it. It's a good game. Well, let's go. Basically, it's a lot slower than I remember, but it's definitely a lot faster than Space Invaders, if I remember correctly. I died. That's okay though, you know. I'm a Galaxian. It's okay. It's okay to die if you're a ship. Okay, maybe let's not end the game this early. Never mind. Apparently, we're gonna play each game about a couple times, like 3-4 tokens. My bad. I wasn't pushing the right buttons. 3 to 4 tokens, and then we switch to the next game. Maybe 5 if the game doesn't last too long, like if I keep dying in Galaxian. Yeah, we got a ton of our favorites and I think 2 Pac-Man games. So, you know, we're gonna be coming back to some that were part of Pac-Man Chaos, you know? Yay! But I made sure the list wasn't full of Pac-Man stuff, because then it'd just be a really boring repeat, you know? And who'd really want to see more of me playing the same games all the time with no improvement other than, hey, I'm playing it again, yay, who wants to see me play Pac-Man again? Okay, I gotta beat the first stage. I played the NES one, that's what I remember, so I think maybe I'm just used to the NES one. But like, there's not that much of a difference. Oh. Yeah, this is not as easy as I remember it. I understand why people really like this game. It was like a harder version of Space Invader. You know, it's a little faster. Not only do the enemies not move, like, down every second, they just fly down. They go straight to you, so if you miss, like that, you die. So it's just been like a very, like, interesting concept. I really like it. I like Galaxian. It ain't Galaga, but, you know, still good. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. There's only a few left. There's only a few. Oh, thank God. Let's go. Level 2. Level 2 is just more level. There's no differences. That's the thing. It's definitely how this game could feel quite repetitive if you only could play this game for the rest of your life. The only difference would be how the enemies leave. Like, who goes first, who goes second. And quite frankly, that can get quite boring. Okay. One more, I think. Will be good. Yeah, this video is gonna be 10 games, and that's fine. We're gonna be kind of going in chronological order, I think. We'll see what happens. But, you know, I think it's gonna be fun. Don't you guys love Galaxian? I died again. Sorry, guys. Video. I'm already failing. I'm way better at Galaga than Galaxian. I think it's just the improvement between the two. And we'll get to we'll see how this game changes from being this to being awesome. Let's get that guy. Never mind, apparently it's game over. This is why I'm limiting it to 3, 4, 5 coins. So, that's the end of Galaxian, unfortunately. And it teases you by just having the guys dance on your grave. Alright, next game. Alright, and this is our next game, QTQ. I don't know much about this one, other than it's like a mix of just like Breakout, I think. What's the serve? Okay, that's the serve. It's just Breakout, you know? Oh god, it's going really fast now. Points! Oh. Oh. What is that thing? Yeah. Oh, it's dead. My bad. Yeah. Oh, I got a lot of points. I see we're trying to spell the word extra. There's a lot that I'm seeing right now. Ow. Whoa, points! I love points. Wait, no, I want to go down there. Such little silly noises. Oh god. I just want the extra. Please. Oh, it was a extra life, or like extra? I guess extra life is what I'm getting the assumption of. I see. You get rid of these bricks, and then an enemy pops up, and it's like 500 points, and then you just see what happens. Okay, I like this one. This one's kind of fun. Let's get another quarter in, and keep going. Okay, so I thought it was gonna go straight back in the middle. I really like pinball games, and like, this is just entertaining. Just watching the square go around, and yeah, it's just a square. That's just the best about these pinball kind of games that are made digitally. It's just a square, because I don't know, circles are hard to make. Especially a moving circle. Oh. Oh. I still got some points. This is still really enjoyable. I'm quite having fun. I think the most fun thing is just getting all those awesome points from hitting all the cool things. No, oh, okay, we're good. Oh, let's see how many points do we get? How many points do we get? 8 or times 8. That's, I don't know. I can't count right now. Oh. This one, I think it was a dial, so it was more fluid. You know, unfortunately, I don't have a real life arcade set, so we have arrow keys. Anyways, one more coin. Let's go. Let's go. I think we'll do 4. So I'll put another quarter in right now, just in case. Right, like, quiet. All you hear is the noises of hitting things. Which is okay, I mean, I ain't complaining. It's just, you know, there's no music, so it's just quite, you know, quiet around this game. Oh, it's a T. Oh, it's an R. It's an A. Oh, it's an E again. Oh, that ended quickly. Let's go again. Come on. Oh, play, please. This is really fun. I'm enjoying this. This is like video pinball for the Atari 2600. That's how I'm getting hooked. It's just a square bouncing around. So when I was in Oregon, we stayed at a Airbnb, and they had like an Atari, and they had video pinball. And like at the middle of night, I was just watching the ball move around. Like half the time I didn't even hit the paddle, so I didn't even need to do anything. I just watched the ball bounce around, and I'm like, this is really entertaining. That night I was probably sleep deprived. It's like, I didn't go to sleep, but like, the ball, one more quarter. I'm hooked, and that felt like it ended too quickly. You know, people want their QDQ content, you know? But yeah, I enjoy these little pinball games. Like Arkanoid's really good. I like Arkanoid. This is just like Breakout and Arkanoid. I think Arkanoid was before after this, I think after this, if I'm correct. In this game, there's, I don't think, any levels. It's just infinite. So you get like the max score. Quadrillion points. Maybe there is a second level. You never know. They would have probably said that somewhere. But I'm enjoying this. This is... I keep saying I'm enjoying it, but like, that's just because I'm actually having fun. I like... It's bouncing. Sorry. It was bouncing. It needed the intention more. But it's because I'm just having fun. This is... It's fun to watch. Just bounce around. Oh, yes! The creature is there. Oh, but I keep missing. Oh. I lose. Oh, I lost! This is a good game. This is a good one. Alright, let's go to our next one. Okay, so we're already off chronologically with this one because I decided to not add both of them in. But the order would be Rally X is next. But we're going to be playing New Rally X because I like New Rally X a lot more than Rally X. New Rally X and Rally X are almost similar. Like, too similar. I really like New Rally X though because of the music. I'm going to turn down a couple decimals. I think that's what D means. I don't know. But I like this one because New Rally X has always been a favorite of mine. You just drive. You get a mini-map, you go and you find the flags. There's two special flags, the L flag and the S flag. The L flag, if you grab it early, will empty your fuel out per point and then refuel you. The special flag makes every other flag worth double points. So you kind of want to find those first and get all the points. But you know, you don't need to. This game I can play for a while. You also got smoke screen, so you can get the red cars to not hit you. Because they will try to get you. Problem is you lose fuel every time. Do you refuel? No, you don't. So you're on your own if you mess up. Alright. And then every third level is a challenge stage. Your goal is just to get all the flags. Nothing moves, you go. And I think you're at top speed. I don't remember if this game was joystick or a steering wheel. Probably a joystick, since you can't really move up with a joystick. But I remember playing Rally X and it was a joystick, so they probably, it was a joystick. I was mistaking it for a different racing game that Namco made. Oh, and the other thing, it changes colors. Like, I don't know, I just really like this game because of just how easy it is to get into, and then the challenge. And that's what I'm probably be saying for a lot of these Namco games, because that's just what these were. These were easy games to get into, and then you had to survive. A lot of these games, their goal is just to survive to the end. So we're going to see a lot of games with the goal to just be survive and then make it to the next level. We've already had one game. This is the second game that had that as their goal. Survive and make it to the end. Yeah, I like new Rally X. The original Rally X, it's okay as well. This is just more like the best version of the game, if you could say. I mean, there might be some people who like Rally X more than new Rally X, and that's okay. I like Rally X as well. I'm just a big fan of new Rally X. And boom. Is there a bonus round at level 6 or nope? I think it's level 7. I think it's every odd number, like after 3. I don't remember. Yeah, these cars are gonna get faster, and you're gonna get slower. Look at them, they're catching up, and I have these smoke screens. But they can also knock into one another if you're smart enough. I think the map is a great choice because without it, this game would be impossible. You cut the map out, the game is dead. Also, unfortunately, usually there's an explosion noise. There isn't. When you crash, it goes boom, and yeah, this isn't in here. That's my bad. I think emulation problems. But if you were to play the game on, I think any system like a PlayStation or a like a PS1, 2, or 3, I think all had Rally X. The PSP as well. It would have the crashing noise, which is just a little kind of noise. Here we go. Yeah, the cars don't move. I think they move once you run out of fuel. I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, the real thing is just be careful of rocks, because they put rocks all over the stage. Or don't do what I do and almost hit into the car. I think one of the best things about this game is the turning. You can, if you're going straight, you can turn ahead, and you can drift right in. They use that for Pac-Man Championship Edition, and I really enjoy that. It even looks cool. You could easily just drive into a wall, and then it'll also automatically drive you out. But that might happen if you do that and weren't watching. But yeah, it auto drives for you, but I wouldn't trust it since, yeah, my bad. But wouldn't trust the auto driving since it would probably just lead you to a rock or an enemy. Oh, perfect! All those points. So happy. Just gonna leave that there. You can see on the map, sometimes the cars are bumped into each other. I think the mouse can show. If they're like that, that means they crashed into one another. So they pause and then they drive away. But yeah, more cars are added throughout the levels, if I'm correct. Because as I saw in the bonus levels, there was a car in every slot. That's like the maximum of cars. This game can get really hectic when there's like 8 cars driving after you. I think it's 7 or 8 cars driving after you, and they're all either bumping into each other or getting to almost corner you, and then you gotta smoke screen one, because you can also drive in your smoke screens. So it defeats the 2-person problem, but you'll probably hit into them and lose. This game I can play for a while, so we're gonna do, I think, 2 quarters for this one. 2 or 3, depending on if I fail this next round. Yeah, New Rally X, such a good game. I think you can actually buy it. Some of these games, I will try to remember if you can actually buy them and play them still. New Rally X is on PS4 and Switch, if I'm correct. Part of the Arcade Archives. Galaxian as well. QDQ, I don't think so, but it's so... I'll tell you. But yeah, some of these games are also going to be, games that have yet to be re-released. Or if they have only in Japan or on a really bad console or something. Whatever I can think of. But yeah, I think both Rally X and New Rally X are on Arcade Archives. And it's a good game. It's like $8. If you like a kind of racing game, pick it up. I think I perfected that game with the achievements. I don't think there's a platinum, but I got all the achievements. Most of them were just like, crash the car into one another, make it to this level, do this, perfect the bonus round. That's usually what they do. It's not a bad thing, though. Yeah, 7 cars. I think that's the max. They might also just surprise me and then put extra cars. Like, they're just everywhere now. Oh yeah, your next round, you have 25 cars. Good luck. The game is just physically dying. It doesn't know what to do. But yeah, rocks are enemies as well. You touch a rock, you'd lose. It's just the same as touching a red car. You blow up. Oh, there we go. Gotta be careful, some of these rocks are just placed so conveniently, so if you drive too early and don't turn back when you see it, you'll crash. It's a kind of a thing with Namco games and cars just exploding. When they're driving, they just crash and explode. That's what I've noticed with a lot of games with cars in them. I think the only one is like Ridge Racer. And but because I think if it exploded, they wouldn't, I don't know. Actually, don't know why that one doesn't have exploding cars. Oh, you see, they crashed into one another, and I couldn't. Oh, I should have just left. That would have been smarter. I'll take that now, thank you. Boom. Okay. We certainly have a lot of games to cover, and we're only on game number 3. But that's because these are good games, and I actually could get hooked if I wanted to. I'm just gonna drive here, get the L. I think L is for lucky. I think it tells you in the title, it tells you what everything means. Gonna get that one, and down here. Boom. Here we go. My bad. I was trying to go down and I realized there was a car. I exploded again. Boom sound effect. Kaboom. The Roblox one, that's what I picked. Oh dear. Oh no. That was bad. They are really good at cornering you if you don't notice where they are. It just means also to check your map. They're all crowded together. Nope, now they're separating. Yeah, my tips for this game. The map, always use it. And, you know, always go for the special flag, then the lucky flag. Those are my tips. That's it. Other than that, it's quite easy. Well, not easy, of course, but like, you know. Drive. I think the max is 7 cars, so then what they're gonna just do is keep adding rocks. Just to, like, every single corner is, like, blocked off, and you're just having to figure out what to do. Nope. Boom. I did it! I rallied X'd! This is gonna be a very long video. We're already at the 30-minute marker, and I'm just playing Rally X. New Rally X. I mean, some of the games I haven't played that much of either, so some of these games they might just go by really quick because I'm bad at them, and I'm limiting the coin limit to 4 and 5. 2 or 3 if the game is going on too long. Because I don't want, like, half of the video to be just me playing 1 game or 2 games. And it's already been like an hour and someone's just watching me play 1 game. But I'm not going to force myself to lose, because then who wants to watch a video where the guy literally has to lose on purpose so that the video can get out and be like 30 minutes. You know, I could do it where it's like how many parts? 3 games of video. So if it's 4 parts for 10, that'd be... Okay, math isn't my forte, especially while I'm driving my blue Rally X car. I'll think about it. It'd be like 14 videos. 13 maybe. Okay, that's the end of Rally X. But yeah, lucky checkpoint, special checkpoint, and that's kind of it. Let's go to the next game. All right, and obviously the next game would be Pac-Man, which we've already played for Pac-Man Chaos. Sorry. So you all know the gist. Maze Runner, you're Pac-Man. Eat the dots. If you haven't watched Pac-Man Chaos, I'd recommend it. Played a lot of Pac-Man games, as the name implies. A lot of the good ones, a lot of which aren't on this list because they weren't made by Namco. If they were arcade games, they were either made by Namco, which was 2 or 3 of them, or made by Midway. So like Junior Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, were all made by Midway, who were the ones putting these games out in America for people to play. So it's also why those games don't really come back, because Namco doesn't really own them, but Midway also doesn't really own those games either, so it's not like one can make it with a collection with them without the other. Both would have to agree and be like, yeah, we want this game out in some sort of collection. But like Pac-Land, Super Pac-Man, those are games that they own, Pac and Pal as well. So they can just put them out whenever they want, and that's how they do it for the Pac-Man Museum collection, which you can actually... Pac-Man's on everything, man. If the console doesn't have Pac-Man, then it's probably before this came out. And even then, it was on the Atari 2600. This is on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, so don't worry, you can play Pac-Man. Either arcade games, the arcade game series Namco made, Arcade Archives, or Pac-Man Museum Plus, or in Pac-Man World. Yeah. You have a lot of ways to play Pac-Man. You're not missing out. Namco always puts Pac-Man on their games in the next gen, so every system can play Pac-Man. It wasn't like that before. I mean, you had to buy Pac-Man 2 for the Sega Genesis Super Nintendo, but you could still play Pac-Man. It was on... No, Pac-Man's on everything. I mean, can't think of a system that doesn't have Pac-Man. Maybe the Sega Saturn? I think the Sega Saturn's the one that they missed. But like, it was on everything. You go to the Wikipedia and just see a giant list of consoles and stuff. It was on the 3DS, part of a Pac-Man Galaga collection, and then part of Pac-Man Party. And then I think you could buy the NES version as well. So you just had so many versions of Pac-Man. Then the console before it, the DS, had Pac-Man, part of Namco Museum DS. I'm quite surprised the DSiWare didn't get Pac-Man. That would have been easy. You know, you have Namco Museum DS. They did this for a lot of games. You just cut parts out and sell them on as DSiWare. You sell it for 200, 500 points. That would have made some money. You could buy Pac-Man on the Wii Shop. I think the arcade version? Maybe not. But even then, you could also just buy the NES version, or Pac-Man Parties, or the Namco Museum games. Pac-Man's always part of Namco Museums. The only ones that I can think of that don't have Pac-Man is the PS1 ones from after Pac-Man was in Namco Museum 1. You wouldn't put Pac-Man again, would you? I think the next one had Miss Pac-Man, so you still have Pac-Man. This is Namco's baby, you know? Of course you want everyone to be able to still play it. Nothing beats playing it on an arcade machine, you know? Okay, we're gonna do one more coin. Maybe two. But Pac-Man's also kind of the same of survive to the end. But this time it's a little more interesting since, you know, you can actually defeat the enemies for a little period. The Galaxian, you know, you defeat the enemies but then they immediately come back when the level's done. This one, you defeat the enemy, it can be gone for like 4 to 5 seconds and you have some time. Or you can use your power to just like distract them. But if you're like me, you want the points. Yeah, Pac-Man. That one. If you find old Pac-Man arcade machines, you'll see that, like, the maze is just etched into the screen from all the... Like, you could turn off the screen and you'll see the maze still. These games were constantly on, and their demo mode was just the maze. So, you know... If you have an LCD screen nowadays, or like an OLED, and you're playing Pac-Man, don't leave it on the demo mode. You'll have the maze burned in. I like Pac-Man Plus more than the original. I like the differences in the speed and the color, and you know. That doesn't mean I hate Pac-Man. This is fun. I'm enjoying my time. I'm gobbling up them dots. I get mad whenever I mess up, and then boom, I'm dead. Pac-Man also has that kind of thing where you can move ahead of, like, have the button or the joystick ahead of time, like, down, and then he'll move down as soon as there's the next turn. Which is obviously the best choice. Oh, I died again. You already noticed I have a fear of, like, them thinking they're gonna trap me, and then it doesn't happen, then I die. Oh no! Pac-Man's gonna get him. Classic. He ate the ghost. I think that was the best choice for like a bonus. Just a little animation. It's cute, it's simple, gets you straight back into the game, but gives you a little break so you know you can, I don't know, shake your hands because you're tired of holding the joystick. You're going, You're like pushing that joystick because, you know, you gotta get those turns in. But, yeah, this is... Let me get that fruit. Come on. Fruit. Yeah, fruit. I really like the people who are really professionals at Pac-Man because they're so cool. They do the little glitches and they can pass through a ghost. It's super cool. Sometimes it happens. It's just like it happens, but like people who know this game, they can just do it whenever. They know how it works. Oh. That's when they trap me. I want that. No, leave me alone. I wanted it. Alright. Here we go. I gotta beat this level, you know? I want the fruit, though. I need the fruit. Fruits are good for you, people. Pac-Man Plus just gets rid of the fruit and it's just like drinks. Pac-Man needs to drink on the job. This was his chance. Come on! That was not fair. That was messed up. Let's go to the next game. Okay. So, yeah, our next game is like a sequel to Galaga in a way, in my opinion. Well, like a spin-off. This is King and Balloon. Basically, your goal is just to get rid of all of these hot air balloons that are going to come down and try to kill you. The thing is, you can't die. You won't die. The only way you die is if the king flies off the screen. Now, this is the Japanese version. That's why the king sounds different if you've ever played this game. But yeah, if he flies off the screen, you lose a life. Basically, your goal is just to get rid of all of them. But if you get hit, you respawn. It just takes a little bit. So, you don't want to die, obviously. But it's, just in case. Oh, thank you guys for all, Where are you? Stop it! Oh, I'm dead. Boom. I think he's safe now. Never mind. They're back. So, the thing I noticed is like, the speed's a lot better with the shooting, and the movement, no, but the shooting feels a little faster. What's definitely faster is how these enemies fall, because they're going straight to the king. Oh yeah, they can also become a giant hot air balloon, which is it's pretty cool. Adds some challenge because then it's stronger. I don't really remember much of King and Balloon. I never played it. It wasn't, in the house like Galaga was, and the other ones, which we'll get to. I'm just not saying them because, that's the secret. You don't know what you're gonna get until you watch the video. I mean, obviously you'll see a few in the thumbnail. Pac-Man's always gonna be in the thumbnail. Not really, actually. I think 1 or 2 parts doesn't have a Pac-Man game. But yeah, this is going good. I mean, we're not dead yet, so I'm enjoying it, and the king is having a time. No, please. Oh. That's another thing. Since you don't die, if a balloon hits you, the balloon doesn't die either. I got another king! You guys were sick. Oh no. No. Thank you. The one thing I'm glad about, the balloons can't just grab him right out of the air. That would have sucked. Oh. They need to make another King and Balloon. You gotta call it Queen and... I don't know. What's the difference from Balloon? Like the Queen and Plane. The planes are gonna catch you this time. Yeah, we gotta have the sequel be the Queen and then just airplanes. Airplanes falling down. It'd be Queen and Plane, but like, it's gonna be helicopters just to spite us. Oh, game over. Another thing, this is before high scores, like entering your name. So your high score wasn't saved, I think. As soon as the power turned off, high score was gone. Either that or the high score saved, but you don't know who left that. What if Jimmy got 200,000 points, but then someone else got 200,001 points and doesn't remember if that was him or not? You know, he's trying to flex on his neighbors, going, "I got 200,000 points in King and Balloon," and they're like, "Yeah, huh, sure. Where's the proof?" Well, I don't have the proof. I was in the arcade playing King and Balloon. It's not like you were there. I think I'm a liar. I got 200,000 points in King and Balloon. Totally. I got it like before I was recording. You know, I was playing this. I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this, and I got 200,000 points. And you guys weren't there to see it. And you guys all missed out on my King and Balloon, awesome King and Balloon session. Who are the little green guys? Like, do they have names? Does the king have a name? I think the king does have a name.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm dead. I think you can play King and Balloon on through Arcade Archives. I think other than that, if you have a Wii or PSP, the Namco museums on there have King and Balloon. King and Balloon, it's not as popular, especially since, you know, there's Galaga and the Lax. You know, people remember those. People don't remember King and Balloon. And that's okay. Because that means there's the fan base of people who love King and Balloon. I think. Most of them will probably say, you know, Galaga's better anyways, but we still like this game. How about one more? Let's go one more. I know how much you guys are loving King and Balloon right now, so, you know, I gotta treat the fans with more King and Balloon content. Because they're like, oh my god, get to Galaga! Or whatever else is next. Get to the good stuff, you know? Get to the obscure games like, I don't know. What's a Namco game that isn't on this list? Or like, that's gonna be in this video. Get to Bravo Man, you know? Bravo Man's not here, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. I picked the games before made sure they worked, make sure I can, you know, record them without them, like, not working, and then I just go, oh, great, now I have to pause the video, or, oh, great, now I can't record my video, and I wait for another day. That usually sucks when, trying to play a game and the game just doesn't work. Usually if that happens and I just don't make the video, I just go, oh, too much time. I have to fix a game. No thanks. That's what happened with Super Mario. The disc wasn't working. I didn't know what to do, so I just stopped making videos. I do need to make a new Super Mario, so that means I have to go grab the Wii U and plug it in and stuff. This isn't a bad thing. I'm willing to do that. But I also want to do like a Wii U game video or something, so that, you know, I don't bring it out just for one console. You know, sounds dumb, but, you know, I'd rather do that, you know? Another thing, yeah, videos were delayed because I had to get a new hard drive. Which also means for 2 games that were on emulation, Sonic Heroes and Sonic Riders, I had to restart. I had to restart and get to the point again in the game to then make part 2. So that might take a while as well. So if you were expecting those, you're not going to get them for a while. Anyways, let's get to the next game. Okay, so this next one is like a step back, but like a step forward. This is Tank Battalion, guys. You guys ready for Tank Battalion? Yeah. Is this what you were expecting? You're a tank. and you shoot other tanks, making sure you don't die and your emblem over there doesn't either. It's I think this may have came out earlier. I don't know. It certainly feels like a game that didn't come out before or after Pac-Man. I may be wrong though. You know, this sometimes companies go a step back, especially since they want other games out first. No! Oh my god, it's an instant game over? Well, that ends the video so quickly. No, we don't want that. So, as you can see, that's how many if you see in the right, you can see how many enemy ships there are. Or enemy tanks, sorry. You can see how many lives I got, but apparently, if the emblem down there, which I think is just the base gets blown up, it's game over. So, basically, survive. That's the name of the game right now. I think dying is not as important, or like not as problematic. Not problematic sounds wrong. Not as bad as losing entirely with the base blowing up. Sorry. There we go. Problematic is definitely not the right word. But look at this. I'm a ship destroying other ships. I gotta say, saying these are tanks. I'm tank destroying tanks. I'm a tank. Round 2. All right, new map. This is my favorite one. I love this. This is my round 2 map. My favorite. This game was on the NES, and I don't think they're gonna. This one's on Arcade Archive or anything due to the fact that it's well, it's this. If they put Tank Battalion on a system, it's probably the NES version, since that one obviously looks better, sounds better, and I think it's just a little just better people. But yeah, this is the original. It moves funny, it sounds funny, but you know, this was someone's game. You know, I died. And I like this. This isn't bad. It's just slow. It sounds weird. Yeah, that's another thing. Sound. These might be the entirely incorrect sounds due to the fact that emulation. You know, it's not very easy to find a Tank Battalion cabinet in the real world. Same with an NES ROM. I mean NES cartridge. So the best I can do is this. Now I could use Namco's museums and play Tank Battalion like that, but Tank Battalion isn't in these collections. So, you know, how would I show off Tank Battalion? Oh, that's great. Round 3 is just empty, which is horrible because the only thing I have to do now is protect my goal, my base, or else it's over. And there's no closed areas, so they can just go anywhere they want. They can blow up everything, and this is definitely something. No, please. No. Please. Just... I'll lose anyways if I die, but I don't want to lose because my ship, my thing got... I lost. I don't like this game. Well, I like it, but I don't want to keep playing this. Okay, next game. Alright, our next game is Warp and Warp, which is another game with limited colors and everything. I've never actually played this one, so I'm figuring it out right now. Okay. So basically, we gotta kill these smiley things. there is a base we need to defend, or if it's just run around and don't die because they're trying to kill you. Oh, so you go into there and go to the next level. Okay, or I guess next level, which might be next map. Oh, so now I place down bombs instead of bullets. Okay, that's going to be a little more difficult since bullets are so much easier. I think that's game over. Yeah. Yeah, I died already. I see. So, I guess different levels, different items, or weapons, I guess. Let me get rid of all of these guys first. I say that and then I die. I just like their little tongue. How they stick their little tongues out at you. They're just like, meh. Oh my god, it ran at me so angrily. Oh, okay. So the next level is just more of this. So if you didn't know what to do, you'd just be stuck here. And that's not, I mean, this is still fun. It's just like, would this be as attractive if you were in an arcade? But no, you go into here, you can transport to the next one. And the next one is bombs. This feels like a Bomberman clone. I don't think Bomberman is out. But you never know. Hold on. I don't want to fight you. I wanted to go through the warp. Oh? Okay, so if you don't warp in time, you just start at the next... You go to the next level. And then you just back at the start, apparently. Okay, I'm learning. Because I've never played warp and warp. They get angry when they're in the warp. Or around the warp, I guess. The enemies sound exactly like what I'd want a thing that looks like that sound like. I love it. Oh, warp. I'm gonna take the warp. Cause, why is it so mad? I did it. Little creatures being so evil, shooting bullets at me. Watch me warp. I died. Oh man. This has already been. This is the hour marker. We're playing warp and warp. I hope you guys like my warp and warp video. I killed one. I just want to warp back. Or like, does it warp you back? Because it's warp and warp, so that means it's probably only two. Come on, get rid of him. Then we go to the next warp. I don't know if I like this one or the gun. I think I like doing the bomberman kind of thing. Oh. I don't know what was happening there. He was trying to warp, I think, and I made it to the end too early, so instead it just put me back. This is good. It reminds me of an Atari game. I think it's like a shootout game. No, oh, I missed the warp. The enemies don't shoot bullets in the other one as well, so just for that, I'm leaving. He found me. Leave me alone, you creature. Oh, I'm alive. Cool. You only get one bullet too, so we use it wisely, you know? I missed. Oh, warp. Oh, warp. Warp and warp and warp and warp. This is great. Games can't get better than warp and warp, okay? Pac-Man and warp and warp. That's all you need in life, you know? Did I... Oh, I won still. I won. I missed. No. You don't stop me, goofy little faces. I'm invincible. Die. Oh, I missed. Anyways, you guys can't catch me now. I've worked. I'm just kidding, you guys don't always find me. They're kind of like motion sensors. Oh, it just takes you back. Like, I know what I was expecting. I was just like, it just warps you back. Oh, and then they have to warp back. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm glad you could shoot the bullets. It's not like it's not that helpful, but like, if it's coming close to you and you can just shoot it out of your way. See? He didn't like it though. I died. He got so mad he killed me. I like the best part is you don't know that they're in it, you just see that they're red. That usually means they're really mad. No, please. I'm sorry. Don't go red on me, man. I did it. I'm winning. Warp me there. Let's go. You can make... Yeah, see, now they blow up when they're red. You just press them without holding. It's like a timer. It didn't blow up. Oh my goodness. I died. I thought I had space. I like this game. I think it's just, like, really solid. I don't know. It's pretty good. Alright, next game. Alright, we're finally at the game. The game. The one that everyone thinks of when they think of Namco, other than Pac-Man. At least in my opinion. When I talk to a lot of people, they think of Galaga. The space shooter of the time. I think it got better and better, but like, people still think of Galaga, and people love Galaga. It improved on the Galaxian idea, and Space Invaders as well, and just went insane with the idea. And I already died. Not only did they change the idea of one type of enemy, now there's multiple. I think there's more than like 4 or 5. They may just die in one hit, but that's okay. Then there is the special type of enemy. This one has the power of capturing your ship. It is actually 2 hits instead of 1, and I died again. That's because I'm explaining the game and not focusing. Anyways, yeah. That was nice of the game. This is gonna be a lot different from what we're used to. And also at the end, you get a miss-hit ratio. I don't know why I was saying that wrong. That's my bad. Anyways, yeah. For every bullet you miss, that's just another point down in the percentage. Now you could just go ahead and kill every single 2-hit enemy over there. You know, you could do that, or you can wait for them. Because if you wait, they'll fly down. And this will happen. And if you're unlucky, you'll get captured. Or if you're lucky, you can also shoot them beforehand. But if you're unlucky, you get captured. But now you have a chance to get it back. There's 2 possibilities that happen when this happens. You either shoot it and you hit the ship and you lose the ship, as shown, but you get 1,000 points, so that gets you closer to getting an extra life. Maybe not instantly, but you know, you don't completely lose it. But, well, everyone knows if you hit the ship, you get 2 ships, and that's usually what people do in the 1st or 2nd level. They get 2 ships, because that's just a lot more helpful. Shooting double bullets is obviously going to always be better than shooting a single bullet, like right now. Well, actually, there's 3 possibilities. You miss, you hit it, or you hit the ship. And then there's also you die. Just from like a shot of a bullet. Now let's see if we can get a 2nd ship. So this has always been like the best one, you know? Perfect. And then every 3rd stage is a challenging stage, which just gives you a little show. And you get to kill the enemies and they give you more points. And who can complain about more points? Your goal is to hit every enemy, but if you miss one, well, tough luck. That means you just failed. You hit all of them, you get a different song, and you get a bonus. Like a big bonus. This was still a bonus. It's great. If you hear, it was too quick, but that noise you may have heard is the sign of enemies morphing, and they turn into a different enemy. Usually it just makes them like a different type, or it's like a longer or different animation pattern. These patterns, yeah, they get to you, especially since after a while, now there's 3 enemies, but they're all gone now. Never mind, they're dead. These different enemies are worth different points. So, you gotta think about it. This is also, we're getting to the point where enemies will fly out of the loop and go down to attack you. They're also all just shooting at you, so, you know, before even the game started, they're already trying to kill you. Oh man. And it's a challenging stage. Oh, great. Great to know that I'm losing. Nope, I'm not gonna win this. Oh. Couldn't even get rid of 1 row. Oh. Please, please, oh. That sucks. What doesn't suck is Galaga. This is awesome. This is really fun, and we still got a long ways to go. I hope these aren't 2-hour videos, you know? We might have to limit it to 2 coins instead of 3. Since we're getting to the point where I'm getting better at these games. And when you're getting better at these games, you live longer. No, 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 no! Ah. Game over. Stole my last ship. This was also the game that added a high score save system. Which means you add your initials in. So now you can prove it was you that got the 200,000 points in Galaga. What are your friends gonna do now? They're gonna be like, that's not your initials. Those are my initials. I got 200,000 points in Galaga. One more. Yeah, you can see the good games. I'm just like, yeah, let's go one more time. Yeah, it's fine. Like, the games I like, but I'm just like, we want to get to the good games, you know? The ones that people love. The classics, you know? Obviously, Galaga is another game you can buy in the Arcade Archive. Sorry, not Internet Archive, that's a different archive. But yeah, $8, you get a good game. On PS4 and PC, I think you can still get the Arcade Game Series version, which is a Namco sold version. Or if you have Namco Museum on the Switch, you can get that one. I think that might be it. If you want the NES version, there's the Namco Museum for that one. But yeah, Galaga is also still readily available. You can get it every generation. The PS5, I think they just either they're gonna make a Namco Museum for this generation, or they're just gonna stick to Arcade Archives, which is fine. I mean, Arcade Archives is a pretty good way. You pick what you want. If you don't want that game, don't get that game. Get the game you want. But, you know, it's also $8. So, like, it's also, if you want to try something new, $8 for a new arcade game from the company you like Namco or Data East or Atari. Not bad. I don't think Atari's actually part of that collection, but you know what I mean. I think it's Data East, Neo Geo, and Namco. So, like, maybe Taito. Taito as well, yeah. Taito is part of the collection. But Taito also just re-releases their games, like Space Invaders. and like a $50 collection of Space Invaders. Just in case you guys want some Space Invaders. I don't. I want Galaga. And Galaga's had a lot of also reboots. Or not reboots, but like remakes. Reintroductions. Game over. I lose. Oh. Now what do I do? Do I get to put my name in again? No. I was bad. Okay. Well, Galaga, great game. Let's move on to the next though. Alright. We're down to our 9th game. That means there's only a few left. This one was made right after Galaga. I don't think so. I might be lying. My bad. But it's 9th on our list. Bosconian. This is a really good game as well. I like Bosconian. It's sort of like a, you know, different take on Galaga.
Blast off!
The blast off's always been cool. Basically,
Alive!
your goal is to get rid of these space, I'm gonna say shuttles maybe? Or alien bases. You could do it like that. That's the simple way to do it. And then once in a while there will be attacks like this from enemies, and all you do is just shoot them. The enemies are for points now, as your goal is these battleships. Now you can shoot each of these circles one by one, or if you shoot the middle, the eye, basically, it'll blow up. Formation attacks, okay. There is a lot of formation attacks, and enemies flying at you, and rocks, and spinies, and anything you touch will kill you. But if you make it, well, then it's the next round.
Blast off!
This is obviously a really... I died. But, you know.
Blast off!
This is definitely a really good game.
Alive!
And yeah, sometimes it'll close the eye or the reactor.
Alive!
I don't know if these things are alive or not. They are shooting, but, you know, that could just be people inside of the ship. I always try to get the middle because it gets to the next level. I died.
Blast off!
In this game, you move in 8 directions.
Alive!
Ain't that great? 8 directions, that's like, 6 more than Galaga. That must mean it's a better game, you can fly all over it. Where is it? You just shoot the main part of the formation breaks. It actually shows you before you even see the ships. When you see that blinking ship formation, that's the formation, and what's where the ship is gonna be. So I gotta hit the middle. Boom. They broke apart. They're probably gonna still come to attack, but you know. Rather it not be a battle formation, you know? Oh, they got me. I like this one. And you can continue your game.
Blast off!
We're gonna do one continue just to show off, and then no more continues, because as much as continues are great, usually you didn't have continues. When I played this game, I never had continues. But this was also, you know, they were adding these in, and you could obviously, if you were an arcade owner, you could just turn that off. But, you know, also arcade owners could keep it on, and people would put more money than they would have before into the machine.
Alive!
Continues were very smart, in my opinion. Get the player hooked,
Alive!
then charge them to keep playing.
Alive! Blast off! Alive!
Oh, ships are after me. I missed.
Locked off.
Usually the penalty for continuing in a game is the score gets removed. Or like if you have power-ups, they're all removed. Usually that kind of stuff. We're not gonna do that. Can I make the timer run faster? Because I'd much rather just start from the beginning. Anyways.
Locked
Let's go. Blast off. I'm a ship. Blowing up other ships and other stations and stuff. I'm very violent. Violent video games, you know? Look at this. That is so violent. That blew up. Isn't that awesome, though? The ship blew up. I think Bosconian is part of the arcade archives. It sure has, either if it isn't, then it's just not available, because it hasn't been re-released in a while. I think the last time was the Wii. I might be also wrong. Some of these games, for sure, don't get re-released a lot. Sometimes it's due to the reason of, it's not popular. Or when you're making a Namco Museum, usually you put the main game people want to play. You know, people always want to play Galaga. People always want to play Pac-Man. People want to play Galaxian. Sometimes people don't really want to play Bosconian. So you put it in a couple collections, you know, see if sales are good. If sales are good, you can sometimes think it's either the console or the game choices you pick. Definitely, I think the 5 volumes of Namco Museum for the PS1 definitely showed what sold and what didn't sell. You know, people picked the volumes with the games they liked the most. So if people picked Volume 1 and 2 the most, you know, your favorite classic games like Pac-Man, Galaga, Big Doug, Miss Pac-Man, you know, those are being sold. People like those ones. But if the other obscure stuff like Toy Pop, I think that was in Volume 1, never mind. But Tower Galaga, Dragon, what is it? Dragon something. Well, probably it's on the list. I know it's Dragon something. But let me see. What is it called? But if Dragon Buster and Baraduke and Motos don't sell well, then it's not a good choice. Okay. One more round. And then we get to our last game.
Locked off.
If you have noticed, all of these games lack music. A lot of sound effects. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of sound effects in these games. Look at this. Everything makes a noise. This has voice synthesization, you know? Not like there's a lack of sound. There's just a lack of music. I want to get these guys. I don't like them. Boom! 500 points. There. How many points are worth just a normal enemy, though? Now I want to know.
Locked off.
These rock things will have like 10 points. Yep, 10 points. Enemies are... What are they? 60 points. So these things are like 500 points if you get rid of all of them. But you know, the more you keep just flying around and not destroying the motherships, the game doesn't end. Or if it does, it ends with like a bunch of enemies chasing after you, like multiple formations. So it's almost to the point where you can't win. the conditions just tell you if green is there's no enemies, you're
Alive!
good. Yellow
Alive!
means enemies are coming. I think red means you're just screwed.
Lost all!
Okay, I haven't gotten past level 3. We're gonna get past level 3.
Alive!
right now.
Alive!
Oh, did I mention explosions kill you? If you haven't noticed, explosions kill you. Makes sense, but you know,
Alive! Alive!
everything kind of kills you in this game.
Lost
Really.
all!
You can't just say bombs kill you.
Alive!
Explosions
Alive!
kill you. Everything kills you. Bullets, enemies crashing into you, you crashing into enemies, you crashing into rocks. Everything. Just everything's out to get you. And
Lost
that makes sense.
all!
Oh yeah, now at this point, enemies are gonna start shooting, or the ships are gonna start shooting at enemies.
Lost all! Alive! Alive!
I guess those are space mines or something, since they blow up quite dramatically. Like, not even the rocks blow up like that, so they're obviously something. But yeah,
Lost all!
the ships are shooting out stuff now as well.
Alive! Alive!
I guess missiles? I've never gotten this far. Go for the space record now? But yeah, if you're the first one to make the biggest high score, you get rewarded. But yeah, that's kind of quiet. Anyways, I did it. I got a high score. I'm the best one. Anyways, that's how we end it today. Actually, that's how we end it for this game. We got one last one. Here we are, our last game. Quite honestly, a great way to end this one. Dig Dug. This game was like the first one to have music in the game. Now if you just stand still, you're not going to notice it, but yeah. Now, I've gotten used to this game. I've learned how to play it. I've mastered the arcade ones. Usually you're supposed to just go like this, especially not through a tiny wall. You're supposed to do it like this. This is how they were showing me. You know, something like that. I've just learned you can do it a lot faster. Like that. You know. But there's always the risk of, if you're doing that, you can run into another enemy and die. In this game, well, it likes to attack you with enemies. This game is this is great. This is one of my favorite games. I love Dig Dug. Dig Dug is available on the Arcade Archive. So on Switch and PlayStation, unfortunately, not Xbox, but it's also part of the arcade game series, which is on Xbox. So if you also own Pac-Man Championship 2, if you have that on Xbox, I think it came with all 3 of those games. Which was Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga, Miss Pac-Man. Those all 4 were on that thing. But on Switch, you can also get it part of Namco Museum. So you have 2 choices on there, and then you also have the NES version, which is not bad. Dig Dug is a really great game, and you know, I'm glad it has ways to be played still. Another thing is, you know, colors. It's a very colorful game. There's lots of different colors for dirt, and colorful enemies. The player itself is colorful. Flowers for signifying levels, and after a certain amount of levels, it changes to bigger flowers that are red. There's also vegetables, which you get by dropping rocks. You drop 2 rocks, a vegetable appears. Or I think fruit and vegetable, I think it's both. But you also use these rocks to crush enemies if you're good enough, you know? Like right now, I wasn't good enough, so I didn't get the enemy, but I got an eggplant for dropping 2 rocks. And yeah. That's how I die. But there's two themes. If there's two of the same enemy, or just two enemies, there's a medium speed, which I would like to call it, as the music doesn't speed up fully. But when there's one enemy, this is where the enemies try to escape. Now, if they make it all the way to the top, and to the end of the left side, the game's over, and you don't get the points. But if you kill the enemy, you get all the points. It's obvious you don't want the enemies to run off the screen, because then the game's over. The enemies do get aggressive as well, per the sound change. So be careful. And every level they get more aggressive and smarter. I think they realized they know that they're gonna die if they stay any longer. I mean, they still die anyways. They're not allowed to be free. They die. Such evil creatures in the ground must explode for their digging in holes. I mean, they left these holes. Someone did, so obviously I'm killing them for their crimes of hole digging, you know? Or just being in the ground. Maybe they're just bad monsters when they're let out. They piss people off. I mean, obviously, this Dig Dug dies. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, you can die from your own rocks. If you, I'm only saying these things for the people who have never played these games. Most of you, I would say, have. But if you haven't, I usually explain it so that, you know, people who are watching these, because they know some of these arcade games, you understand how to play the next ones, and, you know, my tips. I ain't no professional, so, I just know what I know with these games, because I've played them for so long. Great. It did still pretty good, but, you know, kinda sucked that I died. And this is still the first coin, so let's go for the next round, huh? I think this game also had continues. I don't remember. Yeah. This one had continues, but we're not going to continue. That. I think I can just get rid of that. But, you know, it makes sense, you know, this is what people did. You would wait for the continue to end, because you didn't want to play someone else's game. That was their game. But you play the next game. Especially since when it was game over, you'd just be playing someone else's game because their name was already submitted. No one wanted to play someone else's game, you know? Or sometimes you did. You know, sometimes you would take that continue, especially if they were far into the game. See if you could beat level 45 of Dig Dug, because that last guy was really going at it. He was beating that game, you know? And, you know, the high score system still. I got him, he's dead. I killed the Puka. The Puka is like one of my favorite Namco characters. Look at him. Kinda sucks that I have to kill them all. Then there's the Fygar. These guys are chill. Except when I kill them, they're not very chill. I mean, they shoot fire instead of Fygar. And that's what these enemies are. You know, Pukas and Fygars. What more would you want in a game? You got Dig Dug himself, Pukas and Fygar. And then later on, Dig Dug was renamed to Taizohori, which just means dig. I think dig more or dig holes maybe. I don't remember. Maybe in the next video I'll explain what he means. But yeah, it just means dig. Which makes sense, he's Dig Dug. So like in the Mr. Driller games, which was like the spin-off to Dig Dug. As in like, Mr. Driller's like Dig Dug's son. And then Dig Dug's like this old guy, and he's like, yeah, I can still dig. Look at me dig. I'm digging right now. This is all from like the DS game. I don't even remember what Mr. Driller's name is not Mr. Driller. I think it's like Suzuru. I don't know. I liked that DS game. It was pretty good. It was a mix of the first and second game. And yeah, there's a sequel. A lot of the good games got sequels, as in like Galaga, Galaxian, Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man. I was like, wait, what's? It's not Pac-Man Plus or Miss Pac-Man. Is or Midway? Yeah, Midway made a bunch of Pac-Mans. They knew that what made the money. You know, Pac-Man. You know, you got Pac-Man Plus, Miss Pac-Man, which wasn't. They didn't make that. But you know, Junior Pac-Man. Junior Pac-Man's hard though. You know, they just needed the money. I think I'm only gonna leave this to 2 quarters because I could keep going. You know? And Dig Dug's great though. Definitely my favorite game. Or like one of my favorite arcade games. Like if I see Dig Dug, I'm gonna play Dig Dug. More than if I see Pac-Man, I'm gonna play Dig Dug first. I love Dig Dug. Yeah, and I did a little worse. But I don't really want this video to be 2 hours long. So that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you in part 2, where we play another 10 games. Don't you love it? 10 games? Yep. I'm just going to type a few things, and yeah, that's it. Hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.